We have no purpose. We have no purpose, says humanity. And why not? Why do people continue to suffer? Even though the world is so vast, so many mysteries, so many unknowns, and so many problems, but we still die to uncertainty. It's a strange problem. And I believe it begins with the problem of our perception. You can imagine the universe being too large for the human emotional mapping. What happens when we look at the universe is that it is infinite. We can comprehend the number of it going forever, but we cannot pursue it. Because like a river, every time you try to hold on to it, it continues to move. It never is a constant point. For humans to have an ability to pursue an emotional aspect, it needs to have an ending. That's why humanity's not had a purpose, because we have not taken the infinite and reduced it to a finite aspect. It is the best way I could explain it is that you are looking at a girl and your goal is to have a long-term relationship with a loving future and some kids, right? But all you do is focus on her beauty. Well, you keep continuing to pursue it while you're having these goals and it keeps not working out. Because you got to look past the beauty and look at the personality to able to allow you to have the fundamental values and allows these goals and the aim to be aligned, which allows you to have the proper needs met. And that's what we have been the problem we've been having in humanity. We keep looking at this beauty that we call the universe, where we have aspects and problems regarding what we should do with space, what we should do with expansion, how we should organize ourselves. But we continuously just look at it being an infinite thing that goes on forever, never allowing us to have the correct solutions. So our goal is to correct our aim. And how do we do that? We simply use the tools that we already used before. Survival, but with a twist, an addition of perspective that allows it to be used a little bit better. You can imagine you bring a wolf into your house 1,000 years ago. You know, it's a cool animal. They're really good at hunting. And it is an apex predator with sharp teeth, great senses, a magnificent animal. A killer. Over 1,000 years later, how long we had humans, dogs, with animals, the animal seems to adapt to its environment. And now we have animals like chihuahuas, which can't really live a long time. They have all these health problems. They can't really defend your house. They don't have a good perception. They look ugly. They need to be fed specific foods to live, to be brushed. They have been ripped of their true gift, suffering, which allowed them to grow. That means that if humanity wants to reach a higher and higher peak in their potential, they have to continue to have a bigger and bigger problems. That means if the universe at some point stopped providing us with problems that has already into it, we would have reached the apex of our true potential. Isn't that true? If we, for example, overcame all the problems on Earth, we corrected the expansion problem, expanded through the whole universe, and then we overcame the ever expanding universe and the decay of it, and we found the tools to bring it all in. Wouldn't that mean that we have reached the apex if there's no problems beyond that? When we have reached the highest peak in the human story? That's what I believe the finite idea is, that we can reduce the infinite in. If we map ourselves and looking at the universe instead of just being this vast thing that goes on forever, but look at through our personal experience and what we can take from it, it becomes mappable, it becomes reachable, it becomes perceivable, it becomes motivational. And that's what I believe is the next most important point. We have to overcome the ever expanding universe. And then what will happen? Will we generate back to how we started? Did we just degenerate into nothing? Do we just give up on life? Or do we just sit in peace lovingly? Or do we create our own problems? Like masochist, like the devil, so we can continue to grow? What happens after that? Do we transcend into a higher state of being, like the universe being the water, the earth being the first cell, And the first cell, again, walking on land, like on Earth, will the Earth will continue to walk to another higher reality, another opening of problems, another chain. We do not know what lies behind the veil. That's what I believe the veil is. It's reaching the maximum problem that we can perceive and seeing what the universe has to offer after that. And that's what I believe the human goal is to reach that mountaintop and to see what happens and stop looking at the universe as something that's infinite and incomprehensible and unapproachable. It is able to be reduced. I believe that reaching the veil is the ultimate solution to humans. Because for us to reach the veil, we have to overcome problem by problem by problem of what stops us from surviving in the first place. It kind of works perfectly. It really does seem like our ultimate goal, at least right now, is to survive. And by surviving in the higher and higher aspects of timelines, we become able to perceive a higher story. It works perfectly as an aim for humanity to continuously check off, check by check, every single problem to get to the final one. It becomes like a video game at that point, ensuring the best future for everybody. It's a really apex idea in my opinion. And I believe the best thing we can do is establish a government based on that aim. Our government right now does not have an aim. Don't you wish that humanity was like Helldivers and everybody's like, fuck yeah, America, our aim is this, we're gonna kick ass and have motivations. Why have we not created a country like that? Isn't that what we want? That connectivity, that pride, that togetherness that allows us to pursue? If a country is not built on an aim that involves everybody and all best futures of it, it's gonna fail. Like money and United States, eventually it would collapse on its own because if it does not adjust the aim. I believe the right thing to do is to establish a new government based on this goal and take on things based on the priority to our attack to our survival. So let's say the number one problems right now are like poverty, environment, I don't know, like, I don't know, food. And people who can vote on that, and those become the political parties that people pursue and you can join and make the future a better place. But I believe it would fail. Idea would completely fail. We establish these new governments in nations that have already old stereotypes and does not follow the same story. It will become a higher tool, an epic tool that will be misused if everybody's not under the same story. It will become a double-edged sword like anything in the world. So the problem is that humanity will continue to grow even bigger tools than AI. And if we're not all on the same page, humanity is surely to be doomed. So before we even establish a government that is step-by-step goal based on priority of survival that allows all of us to pursue it and make money from it, our goal is to unite everybody under the same goal, under the same nation. And that's what I want the first goal to be. And that's the purpose of this YouTube channel, is to ask the United States to be the first country to join the nation of humanity under this specific story, to put us under the same goal. And my goal is to reach out, to continue to grow the views in the YouTube channel till Elon Musk reaches out to us and we talk to him, and then he will make the political actions needed for allow the country to vote, to ask to join the nations of humanity and permanently end world war, and to eventually build a new government. I think it sounds pretty cool. In summary, why will people vote for nations of humanity and join under a singular nation? Because nobody in this world has ever wanted war. The only reason we've been having war is because of corrupt politicians trying to make money. We never been given an option between not having war. It's been go to war with this or go to war with this. Let humanity have an option to make the good decision. That's why I want people to join under the singular nation, and I know it will work because there's not a single person in this world who wants to see their family members die from the newest weapons and technologies. It's fucking stupid. It's the oldest, most diabolical idea that humanity has. And I believe we need to reach out to Elon Musk because he's the most open-minded person right now in the government. He is a little fucking crazy, but you need to be to achieve these great things. And I believe Trump is also open-minded about these ideas. And after we have the people of America vote to join the nations of humanity, we'll go by country and accept all of them under the same union and forever end world war and have the greatest celebration. This is what I want to give people to take to your deathbed. The celebration of your generation ending world war. Wouldn't you want to have that in your fucking belt? In your buckle? That hole? I do. That sounds fucking awesome. And after that, after we are all on the same page with the same story and having the same goal, establish a new government with a new city that will be the foundation of humanity, fully optimized. No more fucking work. People focus on the problems that matter the most and not what they are obligated to do. Destroy the blue-collar work. And imagine how much potential is already trapped in people pursuing money instead of what they think is the highest good. Right now, if you think about how do we make money, it's like a vending machine, Uber, and drop shipping. And you'll become that person. Congratulations. If you want, you will become. But if I ask you another aim, what can you do to do the highest amount of good? I want to, save the ocean, feed the hungry, unite humanity. How much will you become if you pursue those goals? 99% of human potential is wasted by having the aim of money instead of bringing the highest amount of good. And imagine if all these people, instead of like having these stupid medium jobs, were pursuing that every single day. The humanity would have an explosion of fucking awesomeness. And if you had ways to actually make money from it, the best things for humanity were positively influenced. Instead of the cheapest food being the worst food and the best food being the most expensive, we're all the system is built to go against the human will. I want to feed the fucking hungry? Impossible. I'll go dead broke and stupid. Everybody will laugh at me for trying to help the world. The system is built against the best possibility for the human future. That's why we need to bring change and establish a new government that allows the best ideas for humans to be the easiest to pursue. And you'd be rewarded for it. I think it's the way to do it. And I want you to share these ideas with everybody. I'm going to be doing this stream every single day that I can and answering questions. I'm playing this pre-cut video and then we can talk about it and hopefully have really cool discussions and grow the numbers. Tell people to join. Tell people to watch because cool things can happen. Like, I just want to fucking have a good time here. And I know, so do you. And it's enough doing a bunch of fucking bullshit. Amen.